7 a.m. is very early. Why didn't I record this video on Thursday? When I had good lighting and it wasn't pouring out raining and I didn't have to go to work in 2 hours and my eyes weren't draining like baby snot? If I can turn this video into something coherent, it'll be like sculpting with crap.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
This week on the YA Rebels, we're talking about what a difference blank makes. To a writer, I guess, or to anyone in this case. Because what I want to talk about is living a life. So we've all heard the advice, write what you know. It's good in theory, the advice. But I think that people don't really understand what that means. And so I want to talk about it a little bit. What write what you know means is not write, like if you're a student, I'm going to write about high school life. Or if I'm a construction worker, I'm going to write about I-beams and, I don't know, construction-y things. No, that's not what it means. It means write from your breadth of experience. Interlace your protagonist's thoughts and sort of reactions based on how you would expect that to happen to you. It's almost like method acting. Writers have a tendency to put up a wall. They're largely introverted. And the best thing for any writer, aspiring or otherwise, is to get out there and engage socially with people. I think until you can develop that sort of intimacy with another person, the intimacy of really sharing yourself and your true thoughts and emotions and things like that, and really becoming vulnerable, that's most people's barrier. And most younger writers in particular, their barrier to putting out characters that feel real and well-rounded. So my advice is to get out there and live a life. Absolutely get out and put yourself in social situations where you could find someone. Find a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a lover or whatever. Someone that you can talk to in a way that is not how you would talk to maybe a coworker. Someone who you can really engage with. A best friend. Find someone that you can really have that conversation with. And figure out how that feels. Go through all of these emotions. I've seen a lot, just as from being a therapist, that there's sort of been a switch. And I think it's probably internet related, I have to say. It's internet and computer related. And that is that we spend so much time online and with Twitter and things, we forget how to emote in correct ways. Because you don't really have to when it's sort of one-sided, like this. This can be edited and all that. So the longer that you really sort of engage as a sort of an electronic friend versus someone who has conversations in person and develops the ability to read facial expressions and things like that. I mean, because that's kind of what we do. We learn body language by being in relationships where we're constantly, giving and taking back and forth between people. And what I've seen is that over time, there has been an emotional flattening as opposed to a lability. There's, I've seen like expressions and affects going way down. It's like you should be able to, as humans, draw from a wide range from emotions at any moment. Be able to have all of those things like in your toolbox. You know how they say a writer has a toolbox? Well, I like to fill that box up with emotions and possibly I overexpress at times, but at least I'm feeling stuff. And I worry that that's not necessarily the case. And I think a lot of writers that I've met, a lot, I would say more than 50% of the writers I've met, I feel like they're not living a life based on having a range of emotions or a wide breadth of experience with people. I think it's because writing is such a solitary thing. And I think I really just want to challenge aspiring writers and authors who are already out there but maybe struggling to live a life. It's not... The writing itself is so flavored by experience that just having your hands on the keyboard and getting a story and a plot and everything out there, it's not enough. For a lot of writers, it feels like, it reads like there's nothing behind it. think that's some decent advice. I think that it makes a difference for writers to draw from reality and draw from a breadth of experience that is just really important. So that's it. That's all I got. And now I got good lighting. And it's over. See how that is? It's not cool. It just sucks. See you next week.